Leadership. Yes, that's our topic today. We don't need to say much about it. It's leadership. Again, we're talking about school leadership. We're talking about teachers. We're talking about school owners. We're talking about parents. And we're talking about school stakeholders. It all boils down to leadership. Again, I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves very briefly, and then we get on to leadership. You might want to get your pens and paper so you can jot down things they don't teach you in school about leadership. Okay, let's start forward. Kemi this time around. I already called her name.
Okay, my name is Kemi Adibajo. An educationist, have a passion for my education. Education generally, had a school, worked in two organizations that I at least contributed my own quota and everything. And I've worked in different leadership roles, volunteering there and all that.
Okay. And Doctor.
Yeah, so this is Dr. Toyin Samin Mehelu. So for me, leadership is my second primary gift. Spanning from being the first
What's your
head girl,
first primary gift?
teaching.
Okay.
Spanning from being the first head girl in my primary school, to being assistant class governor.
Oh, wow.
First degree.
Oh, wow.
Deputy class governor, master's degree. And of course, since 2019, I've been a certified transformational leadership coach and mentor, headed to schools and currently heading my organization as well. So
of course,
it's been leadership
all the way. Okay. I'm Uzoma Uduma, host of EduPod with Uzoma. I've done all sorts of leadership. I've moved in the school sector, in the school space. I've gone through different leadership cadres. I've done middle leadership. And right now, I'm assistant head of school in a British school in Lekki. So today we wanted to talk about leadership. And this is for the sake of school owners, school leaders, head teachers, and whatnot. And it's also for teachers because we do have teacher leaders, but we just wanted to share our thoughts today, our experiences about leadership so that you can glean one or two things. It might help you in your classroom. It might help you to lead your school. It might help you to even lead other things, other places. So leadership is our focus for today. Let's start off with the very basic thing. In your own words or in your own experience from what you have gone through and done, what would you say leadership is all about?
Sincerely, when I get asked that question, one of the most beautiful leadership definition that I love, I think two, not one. So the very first one is by Stephen Covey.
Yes.
And he said that leadership is your ability, being able to see potentials in people that the people themselves
don't see.
When I went through that, it was very deep for me. And then there was another one I saw recently from a lady, I can't remember her name now. And what she said was that leadership is, when your presence is in a particular place, it transforms the environment. And when you leave, it's being sustained.
It's being sustained. Okay.
Yes. So, I'm not giving the literary definition now because these are deep stuff that resonated so deeply with me.
We don't want dictionary definition.
And it's not my definition anyway. But over time, being a student of leadership.
Yes, it has resonated with you.
Yes.
Auntie Kemi, what would you say? Auntie Kemi here has been in different schools. She has had her own school. She has dealt with government, she has dealt with teachers, she has dealt with parents, she has dealt with all sorts of people. So when you talk about leadership,
community leaders.
Got it.
Exactly.
So Auntie Kevin, what would you say? What is leadership to you?
Well, leadership to me is actually you being an example to others. Because you have to lay that example and then along the line, they would follow.
Yes.
And along the line, it's the way you want your organization to look like. That's what you put in place.
I like that.
It's very important that you actually train people, prune people towards that leadership role.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that they can be leaders.
Like she said, you have to see it in them. You have to see that potential in them.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't know that they can be leaders. So
They
it's
don't
up
know.
to you
Yes.
as a leader
to be able to, point them in the right direction and give them the tools and let them make their mistakes. People make mistakes, and it's not something that you're coming so hard down on them and all that. You give them the right tools, you direct them, you put them in the right space and also make your organization very, very accommodating because there are quite a lot of hostile accommodation.
Leaders or leadership.
They are very hostile to their staff. They feel that, they must grab, they must talk to them anyhow. You won't get the best in people.
That leadership, they feel like leadership is about authority.
Yes,
like,
about authority.
I'm the boss
they're coming. The teachers are running. I mean, their hearts are pounding. I have some, then my staff would tell me that, I can come into your office and talk with you. At other places, when I want to go, I'm praying and holding my heart. Am I sure I'm in the right place? What do I want to say and all that?
How would I want to say?
Yes. And you also have to know that your clients, the first set of clients you have are your teachers, are your staff.
So you make yourself vulnerable.
Yes, it's the way
approachable.
Yes, it's the way you actually lay down everything that would enable them have a good environment.
Okay, so for me, I see leadership as the person I call a leader is the person who has the big picture. Is the person who is not about looking into and seeing what the person. You've not done this. You've not done this. Micromanaging. I see a leader. A leader is that person who has the person sees what is going. Is the big picture is a visionary. That's how I see leadership.
Bird's eye view.
Yes, that bird eye view. So now we're narrowing it down to school leadership. Is there anything different from the leadership in NNPC, for example? Is there any difference from that? Between that and leadership in school, is it different? Is school leadership different? Is there anything that makes a difference? Because I know people talk about toxicity, toxic leaders, and all of that. Does it happen only in schools?
With schools, you're dealing with humans. You're dealing with human resources because that's the greatest part of a school business. The human resources, your teachers, your admin, your support staff, and all that. When I always let my staff know that we're all a chain. When a link in that chain is weak, the whole chain is weak.
Yes.
It affects everything.
Yes.
So you must make sure that everybody has a buy-in into your school. Have a buy-in. Let them understand what your vision is.
I was just going to talk about
what your expectation is, and also let them bring in their own ideas. You don't know it all. They must be able to be free to rub minds with you, tell you certain things. There are certain things you might not see. They would see it. Even before it comes, they would see it.
Okay.
But if you don't have that enabling environment, they won't be able to do that. And then also, as I said, you actually have your line leaders, you have your heads of school or whatever, and so on, curriculum and so on and so forth. But make sure that everybody is able to talk to their team lead and all that.
So Azikemi, I'm going to pick something from what she said and I'm going to pose it to you.
Yes.
She said something which is, leaders have to be vulnerable. Okay, which is true, be approachable in such a way that your teachers or other stakeholders can approach you. Fine, I'm all for that. However, where do we draw the line? Because there are also situations where, because you're I don't want to say too nice, you're approachable, you're open, you have your open door policy, and then people take it for granted. And, they start. So where do you draw that line? As a leader, as a school leader, where do you draw that line? How do you get to be this good leader?
In the context of school leadership,
yes,
the principles of leadership are universal.
Okay.
And that's why there's a concept called situational leadership. while I don't want to delve too deep on that dimension of thought, I also want to say that there must be systems, structure, processes.
Absolutely.
What we call school improvement plan. I don't want to use our acronyms so that some people
SIP.
SIP, yes.
Yes.
So that's
there's
why
SIP and there's SDP.
SDP.
Can also be school development plan.
Yes. So all of this must be clearly spelled out. Because one of the interesting thing about leadership is that I used to tell people, you must be a human being hacker.
Human being hacker. HBH.
That's a new one.
HBH. I know this. Yes. Okay. And what are you hacking?
Yes. And the interesting thing is that, it's amazing that at some point in your life, you just see yourself leading in several dimensions.
Yes.
As a school leader, as a parent, leading yourself. And that's where some people will see you and say, oh, come and be on this board, come and be on the board. So you must have that skill. And what does being able to hack human being?
What does it mean?
What is it all about? It's being able to identify what most of us know as the SWOT analysis.
The strengths,
the weaknesses, the opportunities around this person and the threats.
Yes.
So you strengthen the strengths in that human. You find as much as possible to delegate the weakness, because somebody else's strength is another person's weakness. Somebody else's weakness is another. And you have to start with yourself.
Yes.
You need to hack yourself first. Yes, to be able to lead
emotional
effectively.
Intelligence, self-awareness.
Self-awareness. Yes, and not even self-awareness is you can't even stop in the place of self-awareness. I think you must hack. You must go deep.
Discover and then
the self-awareness is the beginning, which
yes.
I totally agree.
Yes.
Because you must be aware first, but you must be able to hack yourself. What are your triggers? What are those things that when it happens, like more you throw away?
You know that this
you throw caution.
You throw away heavy.
It's about to go down.
Yeah, I'm telling you. At what point would you say, at this point, madam? Let's go and take it now.
Exactly. Let me cool off. Yes.
Okay.
Let me walk away.
At what point, how will you say, these kind of people, every 6 months, people come into our lives and they leave.
Yes.
At what point will you justify that this person leaving, don't reach? Make it waka. Let me use pidgin English. Make it waka.
Yes.
At what point we say, oh no, I can't afford this person to waka.
Can we?
So you see why you need to hack yourself and then be able to then hack others. And at that point, you are able to streamline between being mushy and then being able to be fair and fair.
So these days, thank you very much. So hack yourself, hack others. I love what you said about structures. But for me, that's like golden for me, because these days, I think I mentioned in our last episode, people just create schools. You get this money and I went to school. I want to school. So you open this school and you don't put structures down, no policies, no handbooks, no, all these things. So all those need to be put in place, because that is what you will quote when situations come up. Absolutely. Did you check the policy? Did you check the handbook? All of that.
Quote it nicely.
Exactly.
Now, there's something going on right now in the schools. Yes, in the school system. I mentioned in the last episode, we're dealing with a new generation. We're dealing with Gen Z teachers. We're dealing with Gen Alpha students. We're dealing with Gen Z parents. And these are entirely different sets of human beings. They are not like, we are starting to look like Jurassic Park or something like dinosaurs. So, what it means is that it's like our world is an entirely different world from what we have now. This age and time we're dealing with, anything you can tell somebody, why didn't you submit your
my mental health?
My mental health. But you're not being empathetic. My emotional whatever is done. Exactly. Hey, I have this. So it's like you're dealing with eggs, fragility. This is what leaders are facing these days. And especially in schools. Somebody wants to take 5 days away from
to go and
3 days away to go and you're saying, I'm paying you this time. She's a very wicked person. She's a very So the question is, how do we deal with these people? Where teachers, leaders are going through a lot these days. You're dealing with emotions of others. You're dealing with family issues of people. You're dealing with children behavior. You're dealing with parents. Some parents are like strongholds. So the question is, how do you deal with, it's like, what's the balance between two generations? You know, Gen X, and then Gen Z. How do you balance all of that? How are you able to maintain structures? The structures we talked about. How do you maintain those structures and you're still able to be empathetic and still be a human being?
Amazing.
What do you think?
I think the main thing is communication. That's a major one. You need to be able to sit down and communicate so that you know whether you're on the same page or not.
Okay.
Because it's one thing you hire a teacher, for example, and you know, you need to explain to the teacher. Yes, the teacher is looking for employment and so on and so forth. You should be able to explain to
this
the teacher.
This is what's to expect here.
Exactly. This is what you expect.
Can you do it?
Are you able to? I don't have an issue. Yes.
But as we have situations where you're asking that.
Everything.
I'm so sorry to cut you short. Recently,
at the point when they are looking for
in a school, somebody has accepted offer letter.
Yes.
Gone and did
all
medicals,
tests,
everything. Onboarding was about
almost
to start, but had done everything, and then she just sent a letter.
But she's not coming.
She said she's not doing it.
Yes, but it's better.
And this was somebody who was transiting where she was coming from. I think she was heading somewhere or a leader somewhere. And they keep saying, "Are you sure you want to leave leadership and then come into classroom?" They say, "Yes. You know, with this school that this is what she has been looking for." They kept asking her, "Are you sure of this?"
Yes,
and she said, "Yes."
Just the way the
but you see, also
only for her to say no.
Also, you must be prepared as well.
Yes.
So always
be proactive.
Yes, you need to be proactive. Not everybody that says, "Oh, they're coming for employment," they're going to come. They can show in on Monday and Tuesday they take off.
Sometimes they use it to brag to other schools.
Absolutely.
See, this school has just even
and then I told them
exactly.
So we use it to bargain in another school.
So basically, you can't get it all.
Yeah,
you can't.
Yes.
So you must just.
But I like what you said about communication.
Yes, you must also be able to juggle it, and at times always have like you must always have a backup plan.
Yes.
You must have a backup plan. That's why as school head of Leighton Prep then, a teacher is not coming into school. They have their terms and conditions.
Yes.
Teachers resume, I think they used to resume by 7 or 7:30.
Okay.
By 6 or 6:30, you know you're not coming to school.
You should let us know.
Just let me know. I don't know. I don't want to know whether your frog died or they locked you guys or the elephant
One of the hair on your head.
Something happened. Just be civil. Send us a message.
Yes.
So the planning, the children will not suffer.
Yes.
Children have paid school fees.
Yes.
Parents have paid school.
Yes,
so let us continue the teaching. When you now come back and explain to us, my auntie's frog died on the road, it can be whatever. But let's have that decency.
Yes.
For me, where you are getting a salary from, you must be able to respect that place.
Absolutely.
And so on. And as I said, continuous training, continuous talking.
Yeah.
You know, because for me, with Leighton Prep, Leighton Prep ran for 10 years.
Wow.
Wow. I didn't realize it was.
Oh, yes. The first 3 to 4 years was hectic.
Wow.
Because you had people coming in, you had to train them, the way they talk, the way they dress, their body odor. The way they present themselves, the way they talk to the children, a lot of training had to go in.
Wow.
Yeah.
But towards the last 6 years, oh my goodness, I enjoyed my team.
Okay. Things had stabilized.
Things had stabilized. So most of the time I would tell them that, okay, fine, we are looking for a teacher. Do you have somebody? So they themselves, in a way, they screamline the person coming to make them scary.
I say no.
He say no.
I never take that.
I don't take that. Forget it. Body odor.
Oh my God.
Are you teachable? Do you have, can you cut?
Yeah.
Can you cut? Can you do this? Can you glue? Can you work with the children? If you have long nails, can you breathe? Can you breathe? You know, so they've done that. So most of the time when they do come, the person comes in, we actually tell them, go into the classroom, let's see what you can do, and so on. And most of the time, they will tell that they learned a lot. Because most of them might have come in that, oh, they know this, they know this. But when they now come in and they look, I'm like, excuse me? I don't know, Jack.
So what I hear Auntie Kemi say is, as a leader, and this is very important because so many leaders just think it stops at hiring. After the interview, after the hiring, and that's it. You have to go. It's a continuous process. You have to keep training. You have to keep talking.
Check lesson plans. Check resources. Monitoring. Sitting in the classroom. Checking, making sure everything is going on. You have teachers on duty, and they are chatting.
Oh, that's not good there.
They are chatting.
Do you have anything to add, Toyi, in terms of dealing with this new set of generation we have?
Yes, fantastic. Because I wanted to say I would love to address.
I know. I know you want.
So two things. Two things. And the first thing I would like to say is we have to study.
Yeah.
Study the difference.
Leaders have to, that's something that every leader needs to do. Like, go and do a research. Go and research about the different generations.
I was privileged to be on the panel session.
Yes.
And of course, we had different generations on that panel. It was one of the best panel sessions I've had. It was virtual. It was a webinar.
Yeah.
And, you know, the Gen Z guy made us realize so many things that were...
Took you into their world.
Oh, my world. And it was like, yeah, so the truth is, you know, the way he said the truth is, we don't take shit. I think we go.
Bye.
He says, whatever. Yes, he said it.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it was real.
But that's one thing about... See, do you know what you've just said now?
Yes.
That is what frustrates some leaders.
Yes.
These people are out. They are outright.
They tell you as it
tell you the way it is.
So we would
but
say
they're not being rude.
Me,
It's just the way you have to...
That's 7:30. I won't be able to.
Yeah.
At 7:30,
Sorry, ma'am.
I'm
just
getting
trying
myself.
Same thing with the going. Sorry, my whatever.
My
It's
time is
3:30. I'm leaving.
Oh, yes. So, absolutely. The interesting thing was, he said it and I was able to accommodate it because, I mean, a lot of other people on that call was like,
they will find it offensive. Yeah.
Now, this is because assertiveness was beaten out of us. My own generation. I mean, millennial.
We were being assertive then was seen as rude. Yes.
But their era, I mean,
that's the currency.
Just check NSAS. Just started as a little light and everywhere blew up. But he said, you know what? We want to be acknowledged for every little thing we do.
Yes.
He says, you know what? We bring in a lot of energy. We bring in a lot of creativity. Once you are cutting off the creativity, you are cutting off
everything.
We would,
everything, yeah.
He said,
that's our oxygen.
We would drop you like a piece of dirty handkerchief.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
In fact, he has an organization called Gen Z HR.
Come on now. Come on.
And it was eye-opening for me. And I went into research of a truth because it was a challenge.
Yeah. And
because I was open-minded.
I was going to say, so leaders have to be open-minded these days. Because some leaders are still stuck in the past, honestly.
Then they must still hire from the past. Maybe they call people in from retirement.
Yes. So to wrap up on that thought, number one, you have to study. Number two, culture.
Okay.
The culture you present. If you know you are not ready to run your business like a family, never say we are a family here. Rather say we are a team. Because the vocabulary you use.
Oh, yeah.
When a Gen Z feels that you are a family, in a family you sleep. When you are tired, food must be provided.
Exactly.
My brethren.
Yeah.
Good food.
So mind your vocabulary.
Entitlement.
Oh, that entitlement one is like...
Right. And then, of course, they have expectations. Say, oh, welcome. This is a family. So you would rather want to say a team because a team have a goal.
Yes.
They have a purpose.
And teams will hold you accountable.
So what are the vocabularies that comes or the hidden vocabulary in the vocabulary that you have just communicated? You don't
preach it.
And they take everything literally.
They take it literally.
They take
Yeah,
everything
like you said,
literally.
family. You say well, but you say well,
But
family.
what you say?
And you know what you just said now? It's funny, but that is the truth. These children these days, and I'm using that as a broad spectrum, right? We grew up with sarcasm. Mommy, where will I keep this?
It's on my head.
Keep it on my head.
You knew that meant
I mean,
the last
Don't
place
try
you
it.
should put it is on the head.
Yes.
But these people,
oh yeah.
put it on my head. You will see them carrying it to go and put on your head. It's not being rude. It's just because they take things literally. Like
They take it
like
on
you
the surface.
said. Yes.
You're sweeping and you expect they should come and collect the broom.
They
from
will
your
lift
hand.
their legs for you.
You have to tell
So
them,
that
take this
your
broom.
leg.
Even when you're saying, take this broom, they will say, why?
Why?
They are like,
questions.
my
They're always asking questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
okay.
You know.
it's just the way it is.
So I see. I think most of the frustration that leaders these days are feeling is because of some of these things we've mentioned. Stop being in the past.
Yeah.
Stop getting stuck in the past.
You have to
You need to
Learn the people you
Yeah.
are working with.
With.
For me, this is golden. Like you cannot. People come in. Just don't stop at the CV they've given you.
Yes.
You need to study them. You need to
Know where they
probe.
Be a human hacker.
Human hacker. But this is very true, and I like when we talked about structures. For me, I like why when you mentioned mission and vision. So many leaders, people just come, you hire, and all of that, and then you say, but our mission and vision is at the
There's
reception.
no orientation.
It doesn't stop there. Every single day, you must communicate your values. In teaching and lesson delivery, are you
Absolutely.
teaching it
Absolutely.
to align with the school values? It has to be talked about
Yes.
during staff meeting,
And in
during
addition,
PTA,
sincerely.
everything.
In
Yeah.
addition, sincerely, don't just leave those core values as just words.
You have to.
You
live
have to
it.
explain what this particular word means in this context.
Thank you.
In this environment.
Going back to vocabulary. In this environment.
Oh, yeah.
And also ask for their own views. What are they thinking? So like, in a way, you actually know how they think. I remember when I was hired at a particular school, right? Then I didn't have my teaching qualification. I only had my BA English.
Yes.
But the person that hired me, the school head, then told me that I can work with you. You'll be good with working with the younger children. I can fit you in. Don't worry. You will learn as you're going on.
Yeah, you learn on the job.
Yes. So that gave me that opportunity. Because every other place I went to, oh, sorry, you don't have a teaching qualification. Oh, you don't have it.
So you had that one person who
Yes, I had that one
through-
person who saw through me. So that also, I do that for my team members.
Wow.
So at times I tell them, I say, you can do it. Start from your class, start little. Start from doing this, start doing this. Start. Before you know what's going on, you've done it. At times I give them assignment. Fine. We have Christmas production in December. This is August.
We have
do this.
Go and, what production are we going to do? Give us a theme for the term. For the term, yes. For 2 to 3 class, 3 to 4, 4 to 4. Things like start giving them those kind of responsibilities.
Yes.
And you'll be amazed.
We
what
do
will
it in
come
the
out.
classroom as well. When we
Yes,
give
even with the
classroom
children.
jobs.
I
to
do
Exactly.
classroom jobs to the children.
Yeah.
What about the adults as well?
some form of autonomy.
Yes.
Autonomy, yes.
Yes.
We are playing around vocabulary a lot in this episode.
It is really, honestly. All right. So school leaders, we can take forever to talk about this, but we thought that this episode was highly necessary and relevant and timely because we know that school leaders are going through a lot these days. But that frustration
We're
is
encouraging
because
you.
we're encouraging you.
Kudos to you.
Kudos to you.
You're paying salaries.
It's not easy.
You're running a business.
And can I add
But
something?
yes.
And I want to appeal.
Mm-hmm.
So over time, my experience being an education consultant, a lot of school owners and leaders find it difficult to come out to train for trainings. and
They
to
themselves.
learn. Yes.
They feel
To know what the
is new
trends
to
are.
learn.
the
Maybe
latest
sometimes,
trends.
maybe not sometimes. Sometimes maybe not that. It could also be that they are so swamped in the operations.
Mm.
Because
yes.
sometimes we have to we have to try to be empathetic but I just see it happen a lot.
I think it's something that we
upgrade
could look at.
and get, okay.
Probably we could have like a retreat.
Yeah, school leaders
Absolutely.
retreat.
School leaders retreat.
Yes.
Is something that,
Summit,
and then we have
conference.
summit. We
Okay.
have different activities, and let them know that it's really needed.
Yes, but we need to really run out the polls if you really want to do this, because
Yes.
I have had this experience. I felt it.
Yes. And right
Okay.
now, I think quite a lot of schools as well, what they are looking for now are the numbers. So
Anything outside the numbers,
forget
you're
it.
not
anything to do with
interested.
training.
But you see, it's kind of like how do you say it? It bounces back.
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
it's a reflex.
Cause and effect.
Yes,
Yes.
because if you keep chasing numbers and numbers come, what I usually say is you bring in the numbers, but can you maintain the numbers?
Yes.
Because sometimes I've had a school that went all the way from 1,400 students down to
200.
down to 200. Yes. Because they all came in, but they couldn't maintain.
They couldn't maintain.
So please, it's not just about the numbers. And like we said, we do empathize with you. We know that it's not easy, but also try to, sometimes take that step away and think about some of these things we've mentioned.
Yes.
Know your staff members. These are new generations.
Know their
You
strength,
have
their
to
weaknesses.
get out from your own generation
Yes.
and also learn about them. We know they can be entitled. We know there's all sorts of
But you can
madness
still
going
work
on,
with them.
but
They
you
have
can
a
still,
lot to
still
offer.
work with them. Please,
have
if
a
you
lot
have
to
any
offer.
question, put in the comment section. You can reach out to us, and we can. If you have more topics that you also want us to talk about,
Absolutely.
please go ahead and put in the comment section. We're very happy to talk about it. If you would like to be invited to sit here
Yes.
and also
And
talk
have a
about
chat
your
with us.
experience, please let us also know in the comment section.
Absolutely.
But for now, we'll leave you with good luck. You can do it.
Yes.
You are enough. You can
Yes.
do it. And
Yes.
please don't die in silence. If you
Yes.
have,
Please
if you
speak
have,
out.
speak out. We are
Yes.
we're
Speak out.
always,
We're
You know,
always
and
here.
that was
Listening
what got
ear.
me into mentoring and coaching in the education space, because I discovered at some
I
point
we're not
that
starting another because we're rounding off. We're rounding off. This one, mentoring and coaching, is in her blood. But what we're saying is reach out if you have issues.
Absolutely.
Don't die in silence.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
We'll
See you
look forward
next
to your
episode.
comments in the next. Bye, Auntie Kemi. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you so much, Uzoma. You made me so
oh,
proud.
my principal, as usual.
Bye, everyone.